Tonight on the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approves 35,000 naira minimum wage awards for civil servants. Lagos State government supports rural women development. Plus, latest in the world of sport. Hello and welcome to NT Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. To the news and details. President Bola Tinubu to all federal government workers with effect from September 2023, pending when a new national minimum wage is expected to be signed into law. A statement signed by the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission, ECO Inter, state that the implementation of the 35,000 naira per month wage awards for all federal government ministries, departments and agencies that are treasury funded will be funded from treasury, while the non-treasury funded federal government agencies are to implement SEM from the internally generated revenue, IGR, or statutory allocations. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's GCFR has approved the confirmation of the appointment of Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, as a Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service. The appointment takes effect from 19th October 2023 and its tenure is in accordance with the extant provisions of the Public Service Rules. The President tasked him to bring his wealth of experience to bear on this new assignment. The three-day conference for Assembly Service Commission has ended with participants expressing concern that delay granting autonomy of state assemblies is affecting the qualities of legislation in the country. The parliamentary commissions called on the state governors yet to concede autonomy to do so in the interest of Nigerian democracy. Ignatius Unko asked the details.
The last 3 days, the Mariam Babangida National Center for Women Development played host to more than 100 commissioners from the various parliamentary commissions across the country. It was a capacity building conference for the improvement of parliamentary bureaucracies with the National Assembly Service Commission at the driver's seat. Deductions from submissions made by participants were summed up in an 8-point communique. The urgent need for state governors to end executive interference in the state legislative arm of government was conspicuously captured.
That's why we are calling on the governors. Let them give autonomy to the national state assemblies and by extension to the state assembly commissions. That's all what we have been agitating for. To be able to provide excellent services for the purpose of the development of our democracy.
And I want to advise those places, the 33 states that, this commission has been formed to ensure their self-autonomy, especially financial autonomy.
The commissions resolved to establish a National Council on Establishment for the legislative arm of government that will ensure uniformity in code of ethics, appointments, and promotions.
And one of the things that we always do on the part of the National Assembly Service Commission is to make sure that we send, communicate from this program to respective state governors and also the speakers of various houses of assembly.
The state and also some leadership and also executive
Justice to hear the appeal of Administration Court, which dismissed the petition. Atiku Abubakar at the court below during of the appellant seeking his leave to bring fresh evidence to prove his appeal. The court will be hearing the matters next week, Monday. Atiku Abubakar participated in the February 25, 2023 election as the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party. More of the news to come as we go on a break now. Please stay with us.
NTA Parliament is a dedicated news of the Nigerian Senate Federal House of Representatives, and all the 36 state houses of assembly. NTA Parliament, strengthening Nigeria's democracy.
Welcome back and thanks if you're just joining. The gender-sensitive deposition of the Tinubu administration will quicken the pace of development in Nigeria, as no nation can thrive without active engagement of the. In the light of this, government at all levels must be thank Remi Tinubu made this submission when she granted orders to the national women leader to All Progressive Congress at the Villa. Status correspondent Adeni Taiwo report.
Administration has received a lot of applause for bringing more women into governance, especially in the area of appointments into key positions. Lady Oluremi Tinubu to thank her for playing an active role in changing the narrative. The ruling party, she says, boasts of one for national duty, and apart from engaging them in governance, equally important is the need to create better access for women
Level on to address gender imbalance by removing impediments militating against active participation. Ibijoke Sonwolu made a call at the 23rd edition of the National Women Conference roundoff in Lagos. Musa Toliat has the details.
Days. These women participated in various programs as the conference featured lectures, awards, and breakout sessions aimed at educating them on socioeconomic issues that will impact positively on their work and family lives. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, urged the women, especially those in government, to unleash their potentials and redouble efforts in ensuring a greater Lagos rises.
The progress of Lagos State, and indeed any society, is intrinsically tied to the empowerment and participation of its women. It is not a question of if women should have a seat at the table. It is recognizing that women do have a seat, as they have always been essential to its foundation.
I would like to advise all participants to apply the lessons, new skills, and network gained here to improve on your daily activities. Let me stress that you need to break new grounds going forward.
Deputy Governor Bauchi State wants state governors to address impediments against gender parity in their respective domains.
As a government, we have a responsibility to create an enabling environment that encourages entrepreneurship and fosters economic empowerment for women.
I've learned about cybercrime, I've learned about waste management, I've learned about education that has to improve myself.
Coming here is not about eating alone, it's not about fashion, it's about what we can impact in other people at the grassroots.
Goodwill messages from dignitaries present marked the end of the 2023 National Women Conference organized by Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials. In Lagos, Musa Tolia, NTA News.
As various initiatives have been executed to cushion the effects of economic challenges, Lagos State government will be focusing more attention on the plight of the rural dwellers, especially women, to make life meaningful for them. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Cecilia Dada, disclosed this as an event to celebrate rural women and intimate them with initiatives aimed at empowering them with skills to turn around their fortunes in Ekpe division of Lagos. Again, Musa Toliat has the details.
WAPA. So we are proud to say we are product of Ministry of Agriculture, we are product of WAPA, and we've been doing well.
Our governor, because he's doing well for our woman. So he help us in health something, in agri, in everything. He do well for us.
The Women Affairs Commissioner says Lagos State government will continue to implement programs and initiatives aimed at empowering rural women economically.
We know that they are worst hit in the economic crisis that we find ourselves today. And we recently came here to Ekpe to train about 500 women in fisheries. And after the training, we gave them equipment to start their own fishery businesses. And most of them have done the first phase and they've sold and they've started the second phase of the business.
In Lagos, Musa Tolia, NTA News.
Breast cancer has over time and now more than ever attracted global attention due to its prevalence among women of reproductive and premenopausal ages. In this report, Uche Ugochukwu brings searchlight on the incident in Nigeria, efforts of individuals, government, and other key players to save lives. The report.
My diagnosis, it was traumatic for me. I have a little baby who was like 18 months old then, so it's not me. And then they don't take it seriously at first.
Devastated but determined, Favour Ituke embarked on a journey for life, or simply put, the struggle for survival.
I was everywhere begging for money, anybody that can help, because the cost of my treatment. So one oncologist told me that I chose the most expensive cancer to treat. So, but those things discourage people. The cost of the treatment, the cost of the surgery, because even after care, it's hard. Because I decided I wanted to go to hospital, I wasn't having much support like that from people who were supporting me to do alternative therapy. Because that's where we're also having problems. People are bringing solutions that are not pushed me to late stage.
Breast cancer is not a result of a one entity. So we have what we call immunohistochemistry, whereby there's molecular classification of breast cancer into different subtypes. And those molecular classification of breast cancer into different subtypes help the doctors to know appropriate drug to use and appropriate intervention to undertake. So without that classification, sometimes you use a wrong drug for wrong medication. So what we do is that based on the classification, the doctor will be able to even give you an idea of the likelihood of the cancer reoccurring and likelihood of the patient surviving the cancer.
Findings show an upsurge in breast cancer globally and accounts for 23% of cancer deaths in Nigeria. This is attributed to the shift to an unhealthy lifestyle that leads to obesity, hypertension, and the use of hormonal inducement therapy. Late presentation, diagnosis, and treatment are reported as the main causes of breast cancer deaths in the country.
Well, the government is trying doing her best in terms of cancer awareness campaign, and also putting some measures in terms of helping some indigent patients, what we call Cancer Health Fund, which is is ongoing, and the aim is to fund some wallets of some patients so that they were able to access some drugs, which have been issue they cannot afford because of cost and also availability. So those drugs are available, and the scheme is going on. But back to the whole process is that the awareness is still very low, and most patients pay out of pocket because this scheme does not cover all the drugs that is needed. So there are some limitations in terms of the drug coverage. So some patients pay out of pocket, and because they pay out of pocket, some may even abscond.
Government is out to improve cancer treatment facilities and costs.
The institute has set of a strategic plan, 5-year strategic plan, which we intend to launch on the 23rd of October. This cancer national strategic cancer plan is a policy document for the country on how the country is going to face cancer head on. And the importance or the essence of this guideline is to prevent cancer morbidity and mortality, and to reduce drastically the prevalence of cancer and the suffering of the masses of this country. Now we have this institute with the narrative in the area of cancer prevention. Currently, the government of the day is planning to procure like 6 radiotherapy equipment and upgrade more like 6 cancer centers in the country.
A lifestyle coach and writer, Favor shines a touch of hope that
Yes, even individuals too. Early detection, you will not spend so much as far.
In order to deepen knowledge and help pupils awake interest, King's International has organized an excursion tour for its pupils to enter Channel 10 Tejo Yaba, Lagos. Our correspondent has the details.
Has shown that children learn more about different professions, ideas, and opportunities when they travel outside their neighborhood, increasing their desire for innovation. This is why Royal King Schools has organized an excursion tour for pupils. The pupils and the accompanying of their teachers were conducted round the transmitting room, master control room, the studio, library, and newsroom.
So we have a program schedule that guides us on the programs that will be available for each day.
Camera. So we have people working here. The cameraman is one of the most important people that is needed in the studio. This is teleprompter.
What is it?
The pupils expressed the satisfaction with the knowledge acquired during the excursion.
When you come to NTA Lagos Channel 10 for excursion, you will learn many things, like many type of mic, many type of cameras, and the library. I learned what we use before and what we use now. Before we use DVD. When you have your DVD machine, it's very easy. You have a DVD deck, so you can put your DVD discs inside and watch different type of movie you want. And what we use now is flash. You can store different type of items in the flash.
Royal King Schools was founded in 1989 and located at 2 Ijagbemi Street, Popola Bus Stop, Pedro Barriga, Lagos. In Lagos, Anoluwapo Oluwatoki, NTNU.
Now to the entertainment news. Let's join Onye Owobuya for the latest in entertainment. The report.
I made the unavailable available. Fina brags throwing shade at Davido. Fina took to Twitter to say that she had revealed her heart and boasted that she had made Davido available despite his claim to be unavailable. A feud erupted between the two celebrities after Davido liked the post mocking Fina's supporters. Fina confronted Davido about it. While apologizing, he stated that it was an error and that he had no idea who she is. On Thursday evening, she hosted an Instagram live session with supporters and discussed how the singer had attempted to attack her in the same way that some had bullied Mohbad. The reality personality took to Twitter to say that she had revealed her heart and boasted that she had made Davido available despite his claim to be unavailable. She wrote, "I like the tears from the live. Mind aired, case closed. I made the available unavailable." Moving on, weeks after divorce, actor Bolanle Ninolowo reveals he is in love again. Barely a month after announcing his separation from his wife, Bumi, actor Bolanle Ninolowo has revealed that he has found love again. The thespian on Friday pleaded with fans to suggest the best way to approach the new woman who has captured his heart. Saying he has to move on, he stressed that he only has one life to live. On his Instagram handle, he shared a post that reads, "Where are my DR loves? I peeped her. How do I say hi? Do I slide in her DM? Do I ask her out on a date? I don't even know what it feels like anymore." But these new wavy feelings though, the heart is tingling. I feel a bit coming. Recall that Nina Lowo last month announced that he and his wife had decided to proceed with an irreconcilable marriage dissolution. And that is it on entertainment news.
And on sports, Sport Minister commend Basketball Federation and teams for competitive spirit in women's game. Let's join Olumide Eguntola for these and more on Sports Update. The report.
MFM women's basketball teams emerged champions of the 2023 Zenith Women Premier Basketball League, which ended Thursday evening at the Indoor Sports Hall of the National Stadium, Lagos. Minister of Sports Development John Eno, among other dignitaries, applauded the quality of the local-based players in the league. In the finals, MFM beat Nigeria Customs 64-60.
When we compete in the sub-region, in the continent and internationally, we want to present our best. If that best is from the local teams and the local league, why not?
In football-loving Nigerians are still reacting to the two international friendly matches played by the Super Eagles against Saudi Arabia and Mozambique. While decrying the results of the matches, they urged the coach to correct flaws noticed ahead of other international engagements.
Forget about the win. I think if we actually performed this way going into the AFCON, believe you me, we are in trouble.
The coach himself is not happy, and all Nigerians are not happy with the situation.
For them to put in more efforts, do more of teamwork, do more of good preparation. Good preparation prevents poor performance.
In grassroots football development, a goal in each half of a 90-minute encounter was all the host football team of Owu Baptist Church, Abeokuta, needed to win the friendly match against their counterparts from Ibara Baptist Church, which was part of activities of the 120th anniversary of the church. In another development, our golfer, Dr. Adeshola Falaye, is galvanizing efforts to combat cancer in children under the auspices of For the Love of Golf Season 4. She's leading her team to impact the lives of children living with cancer to tame the tide of death associated with cancer in children.
Like everybody has said, it's a death sentence, but then you can still help to make them comfortable while they're going through that. And there have been cases where they're actually cured.
When you think about cancer treatment, you think For the Love of Golf.
In tennis, 20-year-old local favorite Shintaro Mochizuki, ranked 215th in the world, cruised into the quarterfinal of Japan Open for the first time after he eliminated defending champion Taylor Fritz 0-6, 6-4, 7-6 in the second round of the event. With sports update, Olumide Guntola, NT News.
And we've come to the end of the news tonight. Once again, thanks for joining us. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. A very good evening to you.
Want the best in news, info, and entertainment. NCA 10 is the super channel in sports and documentaries. NCA 10 Even with movies, cartoon, and live talk shows. Ask bad choice and go for nothing less. Station for excellence. NCA 10 station for excellence.
NTA 10, Station for Excellence.